FBI, just like all of us here on this planet. We have power within us to change the world for positive or not. And I encourage you to please, as you sit back and relax and enjoy this show, to look forward to the positive energy that you bring to streams, to life, to your own journey, whether it be in career or family or both. That is my encouragement to you as we just start this show. We have amazing guests lined up for you, just like every week. I want to back up for just a second and welcome everybody in. This is the Living and Loving Show with Triple L. I am your host, Live, Love, Laugh, and a fourth L. We'll talk about it afterwards. Yes, bring all your potatoes and come on in and hang out with us. Okay, this is our 99th show official, 102 weeks featured, season 8, episode 5. This is August 26th, 2023. And I'm so glad you're here tonight to join us for the show. I have 2 guests this week. We have Crocodile Blondie and we have Amazing Top Badge Kitchen. They are both amazing, and they are amazing for their unique talents and gifts that they bring not only to their stream dreams, but to the world. I want you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the great vibes. Please get a snack, get a beverage, and remember to keep the chat very positive and uplifting. That is what we do here in the Live, Love, Laugh streams. We live well, we love more, and we laugh always, as much as you can. All right. Our healthy living tip of this week is, now, I always pull from a few different places in my life. And often on my show, I pull from the Life Loves You Oracle deck, their daily inspirations. This day I did pull, but it's not our loving affirmation. I have a different one for you. Ooh, I'm not AI yet. This is me being me and thinking outside the box for just a few minutes, rectangles, circles, triangles, just thinking a little bit bigger, maybe more spiritual, more just in tune with what's going on in the world, within myself, my own family unit, and even here on the Stream Dreams. So our healthy living tip of this week is, I am committed to being more present in my life. And I can say that I have been practicing this on purpose because it is important. We are all being pulled in many directions at any one moment, especially with the advancements of technology. I would encourage you, as you are going through your day and night, that you are more present, though, in your moments. I commit to being more present in my life. This is our healthy living tip. On the back side of the card, if something seems to be missing in your life, well, maybe what's missing is you. Complete this sentence. One way I can be more present in my life is. One way I can be more present in my life is. Feel free to screenshot and just to reflect for a moment on your own natural energy. You are an amazing being. Your body is a miracle. The fact that you are living and breathing in this moment, that you have access to internet, live streaming, apps, etc. Remember how blessed we all are, regardless of circumstances. If we are here in this moment, sharing this space and time, I would like you to commit to being more present in your own life at every turn that you can. Okay. Our loving affirmation this week is, you are unrepeatable. There is a magic about you that is all your own. You, yes, you in the chat that is angry and feeling hurt and pain, you are unrepeatable, and there is magic within you that is unrepeatable. And I want you to own that. And I want you to think about where you're spending your time. And if you're doing hate speech or fake accounts or bullying, why? Think a little deeper to just the superficial levels and think about what are you doing with your time and your energy, because where you put your energy matters. It's going to take you in a direction, good or bad, or in between. Think about that before you type those hateful words or those rude words on a chat, before you enter a stream with only negative vibes. Think about your own energy. What are you portraying? How are you imprinting on this earth? Digitally, really? Please, you have power within you and you are unrepeatable. Your magic is yours. Use it well, because you do have a lot of power within you to change your own world, but also to change our world together. There we go. All right. Sounds like the chat is feeling some feelings. So I'm going to turn up the music for a moment. If you're not understanding, please feel welcome in here to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. We are a featured show. We are here every Saturday at 7 o'clock Eastern Time, the Living and Loving Show with Triple L. I am your host. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for the gifts in advance. I do want to say that the top gifter at 8 o'clock hour will be recognized on Instagram, on my story, just as we did last week, right after the show. I will post you on my story on Instagram to celebrate you as a supporter of the Living and Loving Show, but also the Good Vibe Tribe here on Plenty of Fish. I am a top badge. Thank you, Meet Group. Thank you, Plenty of Fish. And thank you to all the apps that are in the collective. All right, enough about that. Y'all go send a blast. Tell your friends that we have two phenomenal, amazing guests. We have Crocodile Blondie coming from Australia. Okay, she's in the future. We've got Top Badge Kitchen in the building. She already sent her blast. Y'all check my IG, TikTok, and Instagram, Twitch, YouTube. We're still working on that. It's a long story, but it's loading too. But thank you to the 303 guests. Thank you for joining us for the show tonight. I know you have a choice of where you spend your time on the platforms, and I'm glad you're here with us tonight. My first guest tonight is Crocodile Blondie. She is a force to be reckoned with. She comes with beauty, brains, and so much more. She is my beautiful friend from down under in Australia. So she is in the future to us. She is on Sunday morning, I'm pretty sure. And she has so many great things to share with our platform. She is an admin for shows that will be featured, are featured. Fairy Godmother right here. Shout out to Fairy Godmother for having her featured show coming soon. She is her own streamer. She's actually met up with a lot of streamers down in Australia. And I'm going to stop talking because I want you to get to know her tonight. I want you to click the box when she's in the guest box and favorite her. I want you to visit her streams. And I want you to send her a lot of love and light and good vibes from here on the platform from Triple L and the Good Vibe Tribe. Spam the butterflies, spam the crocodiles, spam the party emoji, and the Australian flag. Thank you for being here. Here we are. First guest of the night, Living and Loving Show, Crocodile Blondie. Blondie. Almost said it wrong. I put a little Dundee. Hi.
Oh, Blondie. I love that.
Hi,
how are you?
You look amazing. I'm good. Thank you so much for being a part of the show.
Thank you for having me. Like, it's been a crazy morning. I've already had to go to soccer already and come back and it's only 8:30 in the morning. Well, 8:40 now. Yeah.
Holy moly. 8:40 on a Sunday, doing amazing things. I want you to, for a moment, forget about what we know about each other. I mean, obviously we won't forget, but I want you to, for just, this segment of the interview, just let everybody get to know you, share what you feel comfortable sharing. And if I ask anything you don't want to answer, we just skip right over it. But I'm really, really grateful to share time and space with you on the show tonight. So let's just get to know you as as a streamer, and also talk about if you would like before becoming a streamer. And again, share what you feel comfortable sharing. Y'all spam those emojis for Crocodile Blondie, and make sure you tap her box, hit that favorite, and join her live streams too.
Yes. And come to Fairy Godmother's 11 o'clock on Sunday, a.m.
Absolutely. Spam that in the chat as well. You guys, thank you, Misty, for spamming my show. But yes, spam that as well. Fact or Fib on Sundays, 11 a.m. Fact or Fib, right?
Yeah, it is. Yep. It's
Okay,
awesome.
okay.
With Fairy Godmother. Yep. So I'm not plugging that just for that. It's a wonderful time, a lot of fun with Fairy Godmother, and yeah, it's what I do on here, and also yeah, love it. So yeah,
amazing.
Alrighty. This is nerve-wracking, you know what I mean? Like, thank you for having me on here. This is cool.
Of course. Well, welcome. So let's talk about, how did you become a streamer?
Oh gosh, I think like everyone, they all just went on the app for dating to start with, I guess, and then just fell into this. I just went on to, you know, flicking through the buttons and going, and I remember the first time I jumped into a live, I was like, oh, can they see me? What's going on? You know, I was freaking out because I never really had done much, anything, you know, streaming wise. So, and I jumped in someone's box, and because I didn't agree with something they were saying. It was, I think Nick Nack, she used to do a show on here, Talkback show. And I started, and I was like,
yes.
Yeah, and I was opinionated on it, and then apparently people thought I was quite entertaining. So she goes, "Get in the box," and I'm like, "What box? There's no box." So and yeah, I got in the. I worked it out. She explained how to do it, and I got in the box, and then gave my opinion, and it all started really from there. So yeah, it was good. It was liberating, and then afterwards, she. Came over to like because I went live obviously, and she goes, "Did you even know how to do it?" I said, "I had no idea what was going on there. I didn't even know." She goes, "You know, we had like, you know, about 700 people watching." I'm like, "No, I had no idea."
You just jumped right in, and you took the risk, you know, and you said, "I have an opinion on that. I'm going to share it," and then what happened? I mean, did you decide you were going to keep going live yourself, or how long did it take you to go live on your own?
Well, I accidentally went live that first time, but then I got out straight away because people started talking to me. Like, you know, in the chat.
Like, wait, what?
Yeah, I know, right? It's so silly when you think about it, but I've been on the app probably about 3 years now, but yeah, the live thing probably about a year myself going live. Fairy Godmother and I both went live about the same time. We met through another person's app, and yeah, we kind of just went together and went this way, and we've been having fun ever since. So yeah, we do. We're a bit of a team effort, you know. So
you are, and that's the beauty of the platform, right? I mean, because you all bonded on many different things, right? Like similar to me and y'all. Because of that bonding, you were able to then kind of build a network, a friendship, but also a network to help with featured programming, or, you know, anticipating featured programming.
Well, it helped also that I fell into the role like of admin somehow. So I went on Groovy Speech, one of her shows. The one not featured, it was oh gosh, is that terrible? I forget the name, but it was Babe Cave, and I went on that, and I actually went on as Dick Tracy and I went as a male. I was meant to be a male on there, like because she didn't have any barflies, so I went on as that, and I put a beard on, and I went as Dick Tracy. And if anyone doesn't know Dick Tracy, it's a comic act. Yeah, it's a comic book character, and then from there I went on to her Groovy game show, and I ended up winning 3 times in a row, which then goes into the championship. So then you go against people that win also 3 times in a row. So I went up against them, and I became Supreme Championship, and that's when I got my first dragon. So I was like, oh my golly gosh, yeah, that was cool.
Amazing.
Yeah, it was.
And Ruby's show is so awesome, and she brings such energy and creativity to all her shows. You know,
her
really
content is great. She plays games she's always put people in the live chat, and you know, talking to it and involving them, and you know, just with games we'll play, you know, Pictionary and stuff. And, you know, if they get it right, she'll just throw them a rose and or a top bad thing. She's just really good. She's just fun. And, you know, it's not just about the gifts, it's just the way she is, just such a good-hearted person. So then I became her admin. So I ended up doing all the admin for her shows, and which I still do. So if you want to be on Groovish Game Show, just yell out as well. So
I
she's
love
amazing.
it.
So, yeah. So
and I still haven't been a guest on her show. I popped in, and maybe that's something I can add to my things to do. So maybe once the kids are in school after this week. Good gracious. But even then it's hard. But
and you got to do a scavenger hunt. So you know what I mean?
It is those later shows. I mean, and even it's making it fit into our schedules, right? And that's the beauty of streaming, is that we can fit live streaming in where we can, right? It's a 24/7 opportunity, and many of us are doing so many things outside of streaming. And
on the way, doing my makeup in the car.
I know. Well, okay. So let's talk about it. So you're a career mother. I mean, you're working, you have children, you are adminning for featured shows and multiple shows. You're doing your own live streams. Tell us, how do you fit it all in, and what keeps you streaming? Because obviously it's more than just, you know, like you said, it's not just about the dragon you received, although those are amazing. We love to see a dragon pop across the screen, but any support, emojis in a chat, you know, people just connecting and creating content together. All those things feel good when it comes to creating virtually together. But what keeps you going, you know, when it's getting busy?
Streaming got me through. Kept my brain, how should we say, sometimes it's hard to turn off the brain. Do you know what I mean? And just relax and stuff like that. Because as mums, I watched this thing once about men and women, and this is no disrespect to men. This is no disrespect to women. Do you know what I mean? I'm just saying what I watched and what I thought was like quite funny. So if you could picture this, right, Triple, that we've got, okay, the two brains, there's a man and a female, right? So this is the man's brain. You know how you asked them back in the day when we were dating, what are you thinking about? And they'd go, nothing. You know, and you'd be like, oh, you must be thinking about something, you know, you'd be like sitting there. But they literally are. So their brain inside has got a little box called a nothing box. This is a little cartoon kind of animation with a fence around it, right? So we've got a nothing box in the middle and fence. So each point is just their brain thinking, little, oh, I might go get a beer. Oh, was that the wife speaking? You know, like that's their brain. Then you go to the woman's brain, right? And she doesn't have a nothing box. She's got barbed wire. Ding, 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 ding. Have all these different thoughts. I've got to go to work, I've got to get the books done for work, I've got the tax to be done, and so there's all these different thoughts, right? So that's the woman's brain. We don't have a nothing box. But the men do. They literally do.
Yeah, where's that nothing box? Sign me up for that, please.
So that's the way I feel that my brain is. Why I think streaming made a little gate in that barbed wire. You know, it made a little gateway. So it just took me away from reality, which not saying reality is bad, but you know, just took me away for a while. And it's a different little world in here. And it's what you make it. You can make it. There's always going to be pros and cons, like every bit of life, but it's, you know, what you do with it that really that counts. So that's my opinion anyway about it. It comes in handy. Sorry, just like JJ's comment, the box, the nothing box comes in handy.
It comes in handy. I love what you said. I've heard that same analogy told many ways. Women are from Venus, men are from Mars. My analogy, which is very similar to what you just said, is just different ways to explain it. It's masculine energy brains are like waffles, compartmentalized, right? Just what you just said. Like they do have like sections for helping the house, taking care of the kids, you know, and women's brains, or more feminine identifying brains, y'all, are more like spaghetti, waffles and spaghetti. So the spaghetti is all intertwined. What I wear today is going to have to be washed tomorrow, which I need to buy laundry detergent. And when am I going to fit in laundry in this day, right? So I love what you just said, and I totally relate to it. I'm sure a lot of people in here can relate to that.
Barbed wire is perfect because it's strong, you know what I mean? And it's also, we can be really like, you know, quite clory too when we want to be, but we're also, we're there. So I think barbed wire explains a woman's brain just so much better than, anything else because of the it's as strong as like
I
back
like the
off.
barbed wire thing. I hadn't really ever thought of that analogy, but I mean, that works too. It works. It works.
Because if I think spaghetti, I think mushy, and my brain's definitely not mushy.
Oh yeah, no. I was just thinking like the
the
woven.
winding.
But I see what you're saying. Actually, maybe we should look back on that. You and I'll look it up. I'll go see. Maybe a man said that analogy and was trying to like low key sides, left-handed, right-handed comment. No, I'm just kidding. We could go all night. You're amazing, Crocodile Blondie. Everybody, this is the Living and Loving Show with Triple L. It is about 7:30 Eastern time. Thank you for joining us. My first guest of the night is Crocodile Blondie. She is in the amazing rectangle over here. Please hit her rectangle, favorite her. If you have gifts to give, please shower her with lots of gifts. She is giving her time, her energy, and her amazing stories in life and love tonight with us on the show. So let's talk a little bit about, can we talk about the love stuff?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah,
and it's 9 a.m. where she is in Australia on a Sunday. She's in the future, y'all. Spam those crocodile emojis.
It's looking, you can see it's looking a little bit cloudy out there, like it's a little gray.
Thank you, Fairy Godmother, for showering her with love.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about what you do want to share about, your journey in love prior to streaming or during streaming, and that's totally up to you.
Okay, so prior to the dating app, marriage obviously was there for me with the kids and stuff. So I was married for nearly 20 years. So only really, had a couple of boyfriends and stuff before that. But so being with the same man for 20 years, and then obviously going through a breakup, which was not caused by adultery or anything like that. It was caused literally by men's mental health, and you can lead a horse to water, but how much can you make them drink? Do you know what I mean? So I don't know if you know that analogy as well. It's like I tried my bloody hardest, but there was only so much I could do. And but the reason that became was because of trauma. So we had my ex-husband's sister suicided 9 years ago. She hung herself, and
so
he never dealt with that really. He made me deal with it for him. So sorry, I'm just gonna turn this off because curling iron was still on. And so having his sister suicide, obviously the whole family changed, the whole dynamic, everything. So then just to skip a bit of life for a bit there, my brother suicided 3 years ago. So my poor kids had their auntie suicide on their dad's side and their uncle suicide on their mum's side. So and nothing was related with it at all. It was just the way life went. And so, enduring two suicides of your siblings is really hard. So you would think that would technically bring you together, but it actually tore us apart. So in saying that, look, I think life throws you curveballs. It's just how far you hit them, or if you bump them, or if you shortstop them, or if you get them to fourth base or out the park. At the time, it's like, what are you going to do? Sometimes they're caught, sometimes they're not. You just got to keep going. And I found that, I just streaming helped me get along with everything. And I just kept going with things, So, but in between, my sister-in-law's suicide and my brother's suicide, there was things that happened in life that just, he lost his job. He got made redundant. And his favourite job, so he went into a bad job. All these things started to turmoil, So it just became, he started to get really quite angry in life and unfortunately became a little bit violent. So I had a DV relationship. It wasn't a bad one. Everyone says, oh, well, it's no excuse. Everyone's story is different. Do you know what I mean? And the way things happen, whether it's malicious, whether it's vindictive, or whether it's preempt, or whether it's just a one-off or whatever, everyone gets angry at some point in their life. How they deal with that is, you know, the way it happened. He just had a lot of things built up, and it just ended up, I caught him out on a couple of things and ended up copying the brunt of it. You know what I mean? He's a good person, though. Very good person. In hindsight, he was a good person. How about we say that? He was. Like, so yeah. So he came, I had 16 fabulous married years. I really did. So as you can imagine, going single after all that time was hard. Like you get onto this app and you're like, oh my God, like there's a single world. And I started dating in that, and wow, catfish and just bullshit and the and the you know the I guess the fakes and the different, you know what I mean? Like there was just so much to deal with, like on all at once with things, and you know all you wanted to do was go out for a coffee. Wasn't it?
Yes, absolutely agree. Welcome in, everyone. Y'all make sure you are favoriting Amazing Crocodile Blondie in the box right now. We're sharing our journeys in life and love and streaming and parenting and relationships and healing after heartbreak and losing loved ones. What you just shared, literally, we could unpack forever together. You know what I mean? I mean, that's, I think, what I love about you is, one, you're very open and honest about your own journey and trials and tribulations, the good, the not so good, and the in between. And I appreciate that being you and sharing vulnerably, being vulnerable. And I, you know, there's a boundary, of course, of how much do you share. And I know you have reasons for why, and I do too, of why you shouldn't share so much on some things. And I don't know if you want to share that story right now on this show, or if we do it another time.
It's so there's so much more that goes with just what we've talked about there. You know, like it's how people can take it how they want. The only thing I do request or wish is that you just don't use it against me. Do you know what I mean? Like, because
yes, agree.
Yeah, it's important that, you know, people will. The reason we've evolved with so much now in life, and how everything's a lot better than what it used to be years ago, is because like my grandmother, you know, my grandfather used to beat my nana, you know, like, but it was accepted back then. Do you know what I mean? Like, so things are different now. Things aren't just put in a closet anymore and shut the door. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, so hopefully people will just understand that, you know,
yes, and it's a fine balance between, again, honoring people's stories and their journeys, and not using them for ulterior motives. And so I really do honor, you know, I appreciate you for who you are as a strong woman. I mean, being married that long is 16 years is no small feat. To see people succeed in marriage, it's harder and harder. But also the fact that you took a leap of faith and knew that that wasn't for you anymore, for you and your children. You knew that it was time to say, we love you, but not with us right now, the way we used to be. And that is a healthy, mature, hard choice to make. And I'm proud of you. And, you know, and I'm glad you're a streamer. I'm glad you're helping with shows. I know you have your own shows that you do and streams you do. Would you let us know a little bit about those? And then everybody, you got to click in and go see Crocodile Blondie in her streams. And tomorrow, Sunday, here on the East Coast, 11 a.m. with Fairy Godmother, who's in the chat, for her featured show called Fact or Fib. So tell us what's coming up for you, and when will you be live so we can tap in. And thank you again for being a guest.
And I can't believe it. An Australian actually popped in today because it was so early in the morning over here on Sunday. I didn't think any Aussies would come in, but Adam, you see, like lots of M's in the comment. He's Australian and he plays guitar. He's really good. So I'm so glad that, and I met him in Melbourne as a streamer. So when we did that.
Amazing. Yes. Thank you for shouting them out. Y'all, everybody favorite everyone in here. If you're new to the stream, welcome in. Please favorite Crocodile Blondie. Please favorite everyone in the chat. Keep it positive and uplifting. That's what we do here in the Living and Loving show. And typically our streams, that's how we operate over here. Live well, love more, laugh always.
Adam, like you can see him there. Adam, like Adam me.
I did favorite him, and I think he favorited me back. So
Yeah,
thank you for that.
yeah.
So, will you do more streaming today before, will you get a chance? I know you're busy.
Well, so now, okay, so this is funny. So, Fairy Show is on for me 12:30 tonight, so it'll be technically Monday for me, but so it's really funny. So it's like, what's that make it 15 hours away. So I'll definitely stream in between. I might get up here and stream like when we finish talking, and I'll stream probably, because I think, well, I'm already on, and I glammed up at this time of the morning, so I was really.
You look amazing. I love the hair. I like it side swiped with the curl. It's gorgeous. You're beautiful inside and out. But I love the style. Looks great.
I'm a hairdresser, so that probably it kind of helps. But I was like, I forgot to do my fringe, so we'll just leave that alone. So don't judge me on that one. But we'll go with that.
Adorable. You are gorgeous, y'all. Hello, spam those Crocs in the chat. The Crocs, the party emoji, and the amazing Australian flag. Thank you again, Crocodile Blondie. I appreciate you. Please don't go too far. We still have Top Badge Kitchen, and thank you, Kitchen, for spoiling Crocodile Blondie with amazing. I call it a California car and palm trees, but thank you for spoiling her as well. And
if you wanted me to talk about that, what we did talk about, more than happy to. And if you wanted to another time, because I think that's really something that people should know about with the internet. That it's not about the safety side. Really, it's about like being aware that anything can happen at any time. So, but we'll do that. You got to come back for that.
We can even do it if you want, because I do want to get her in on the featured hour part. Maybe we could do it just after 8, and we can have that conversation, because like we did the other day, it's very important. And again, share what you want to share, but I agree with you. I appreciate it that you have shared it. And I think it is something that needs to be spoke on more often, just as an awareness thing, not as a don't do, online dating. Just be aware and screen heavily. I've always said that from the beginning of my journey into the dipping my toe in the dating pool. Be alert, polarizing. Not everybody is for us, and that's okay, right? And be careful when it's good. It's good, healthy habits, right? We taught our children this.
Yeah. When and with men as well, it might be a good thing for them to realize that, be nice. Don't catfish. Don't be someone you're not, and everything else. But I'll hop out, and Kitchen, I can't wait to watch you. So
amazing! Thank you so much, my dear. Thank you. We'll talk if you do have time. We can do it during the with the views, or if you want to do it another day, we can schedule it. Hello, welcome in. Hello. Hi, how are you? My name is Triple L. Live, love, laugh. 2110. I am a Plenty of Fish streamer, because I've heard myself say it back and it didn't sound right. So I am on Plenty of Fish. I'm a top badge here for the Meet Group. This is my featured show hour. The Living and Loving Show with Triple L. You just heard from my first guest of the evening. That was Crocodile Blondie. For her, it is Sunday morning. And yes, she helps out in so many ways on the platform with many streamers, including Fairy Godmother, who is in the chat. Thank you, Misty, for spamming the show details. And everybody, please welcome in each other. I see you on the Prowl crew. Hi, Tornado. Not Funky. I see you. And it's time for me to stop what I do, because I'm a streamer, which is talk. Not all streamers are the same, and we love that, okay? We all do different things in our streams. Happy you're here to share time and space with us tonight or this morning. We are grateful you are here. Please keep it positive in the chat. Yes, I have a few folks in here that are watching the chat to make sure that we're all being kind, welcoming, and encouraging, especially during our featured show hour. Without further ado, I want to welcome in a special friend of mine. She goes by the name of Kitchen here on the app. She is a top badge. She worked hard and put in a lot of time and energy and effort onto the platform, and she earned her top badge. And I felt, though, it was a personal win for a whole lot of folks, because if you don't know Amazing Kitchen, you're about to meet her tonight. She is a part of the family. The the house always wins. She is also part of the Snake Pit, which is Top Badge Vodka, Top Badge Bart, and she is Top Badge Heather Kitchen to y'all, and a dear friend. Please welcome her in. Be very kind, respectful, and encouraging. Spam those emojis. It is the chef, female chef, the vodka, if you won't, because we'll do that after 8. I won't. But anyway, we'll party after 8. And also the snakes. Those are her emojis. And welcome in, without further ado, the amazing Top Badge Kitchen.
Hi.
Hi, my dear. How are you? Oh,
I can't see you. Let me swim. Let me swim to you.
Hello, my dear. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Well, that was a good intro.
That was awesome. I love that sea turtle. Thank you for spoiling me during the show. Thank you for being here.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Pretend like we don't know each other, although we do.
Oh, well.
And I want you to share what you want to share. But before we get started, can I just say, you are so youthful in your beauty, okay? And I was looking over some of the photos that you shared with me, and I really just want to highlight that, because you are, and I always say mature streamer, and I'm sure people think different things, but we're up there in years as female streamers, right? And you really do captivate not only youthful energy in your streams, and a lot of creative energy too, and fun and laughter, but you're beautiful, and you really do look so much younger than your years on Earth would say. So I just wanted you to just hear that from me.
Thank you. I always say I'm preserved by Mary Kay and vodka.
There we go. I love that. Very cute. Okay, so let's talk. Let's talk about life and love as a streamer. Share what you want to share. We skip over anything we don't want to share or you don't want to talk about.
I mean,
tell us about your stream journey, like getting to be where you are today.
Okay, well, Bart loves to tell this story because he was the first stream I went into on this app 3 years ago. Well, 3.5 years ago. I was sitting at home. It was the day after my birthday. My birthday was March 19th. March 20th, they said, COVID has arrived. And I'm sitting there like a month later, and I'm bored out of my gourd. Like, what am I going to do? So I was like, well, I have plenty of fish. Let me just search through this thing. I've got to find somebody to talk to. Well, at the top of the thing, it said live. Go live. And I went, oh, God. Okay. Well, my phone's not going to explode. All right. So I touched it. And I was like, okay. All right. And then I saw all these, boxes with these people in it. And, of course, Bart and his damn gorgeous blue eyes. It's like, anyway. and I was like, blink. And then, he started talking to me, and like Crocodile said, you're scared. You don't know anything. You're like, oh my gosh, can they see me? I'm like, can you see me? Can you, whatever, and he's like, yeah, I can see you. I can see your text. And, but I put the phone down like this because I was scared. I was like, oh my gosh, they can see me. How can you see me? These phones are tapped or, whatever. I'm just freaking out, but whatever. So anyway, I hang out with him for quite some time. And then probably, I don't know, 4 or 6 weeks later, I was highly intoxicated, and I was in another Top Badge stream. I was in Tom's. I think it was Tom. Yeah. And
I remember
and I
Tom. Is he still on the
yeah,
app? I don't know if
occasionally.
Okay.
And you want a martini? I know. I haven't drank in 34 days. So
We're going to talk about that too. We're going to talk about your health journey if you want to, what you want to share.
we can.
Because I'm really proud of you, and I want to continue to support you in that. And you are motivating me, and I want to keep I want it to be that synergy that is so great when you find the right live streams to help build that positive momentum in really great ways too, right?
Right. So
So
anyway,
34
hold
days.
on.
Congratulations.
34. Yes. Thank
That's a
you.
lot.
My goal is 60. So, after that,
Let's
we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out from there. But I'm stubborn, so it's okay. We got this. We got this. I have where is it? In front of me somewhere, I have a bottle of amaretto with that much left in it. I'm not touching it. I'm being good. But and for facts, I really don't like amaretto, so it helps. But anyway, so needless to say, I started streaming. I went live. Yeah, I didn't even tell Bart I went live. I just went live. Went live. And he got up the next day and saw that I was live. He's like, well, look at you. And I used to stream, y'all, for 18 plus hours. Baylin in the stream can tell you. I used to stream for over 18 hours at a time.
wow.
And yeah, it's true. It's true. And I was highly intoxicated most of the time. So that's it. That's another thing. Yeah. When COVID hit and being stuck here in this house, I drank a lot. I drank it's hard to say, but I figured it out. I drank 2.5 gallons a week.
That's a lot. Okay. Wow. Okay. Let me just pause for a moment. Time out. I want to thank you for being open and honest about your journey as a streamer. I think it's important that we remember that many of us came to live streaming, whether we knew what it was or didn't, around the time that everyone just was forced to just be sheltering in place, right? And what that meant for all of us was different things, but many of us are still in the wake of how it changed our lives for the better, right, for the regular, or for the, not so good. And I think it's important to honor that we're all, again, human before streaming, right? We're humans still at this point. And even if people have AI on their streams, we're still humans living a real life that choose to stream or be a part of streams. And I appreciate you for being open about your journey, and because it's impacted your health, right?
Yeah.
And thank you for sharing that, because it takes a level of, well, you tell us more, because you're here, you're a top badge, you're a successful streamer, you're an amazing woman. You do believe in things in the kitchen. You do have a lot of culinary skills and talents. But share with us more about where you are now at 2023. At the end, we're down to September already. Wow.
Thank you.
All these years later, and your health journey and your wellness and your evolution, I would call it, as a streamer. Share what you would like to share.
I think that, in all honesty, when I'm a pretty confident person, but on here I was and I will say, throughout the last 3.5 years, have gained more confidence in myself, just because people see you you don't see yourself, and so it's one of those things where you're and honestly, you're looking at yourself talking, and you don't realize all these other people are seeing you the way you see yourself, and then they're in the comments, and you start to go, well, I mean, I guess they're right, whatever. Anyway, fast forward, here I am. I'm very confident in who I am. I have raised the bar on many aspects of my life. I'm not gonna allow certain negativities and things to transcend. I'm me. I'm who I am. I who I am. I am who I am. You know, and that's just how it is. And I people, they say, "Oh, you've changed." Yes, I have. I'm a more confident person, and I'm happy with the person I am. And I know the things that I need to do to make myself better, and I'm working on that.
I'm proud of you.
Yep.
And I call it an evolution in streaming because it is. Because you are you, amazing kitchen, amazing you. I won't say your name again. I did say it because I know
You
Bart always
can,
says
you
it.
can,
And I don't want to
you,
say it unless you want me to, but you are
you
you,
can.
amazing you, and you are an amazing streamer. And all of those things, it's a different time. We are in an age of technology and live streaming. And how do we stay ourselves, grow and change as individuals, but also build our channels and our stream journeys? And it is something that I think many people don't even have a grasp on how significant this whole movement is, either positive or negative. And I will
Right.
say, as a researcher and a person who looks at things like that scientifically often, there's a lot of things happening. And I love that you use your streams to uplift. And I also love that you are changing your lifestyle now, knowing, looking back, on things, that your health now actually said it's time to make it a shift, right? It kind of
Yeah,
told you that you're
yeah.
going to have to change something. And do you want to share more on that or not so much right now? And it's totally up to you.
Um, I can, yes, I can. I'm not, I mean, I'm not, I'm human. We're all human. Everything, happens for a reason. I will tell you that, I drank most of my life. Unfortunately, there are, trust me, there will still be times that I'm going to drink. But, um, if I don't, it's more out of boredom than it is because I've paid attention. I'm like, I'm bored. But if I'm watching TV at home before this was anything, I would just sit there and watch TV. I don't have to drink. I don't have to eat. I'm invested in something. Like usually, and I started noticing, um, it's not even like drinking while I was streaming. It was like holding that cup, like Crocodile said. It's the confidence, having something in your hand, to
Yeah.
continue
And
to
just
go.
replacing it to something like water, right? Or
Yeah,
holding something
yes,
different. And then,
yes,
yes, absolutely.
and I even will put it in a cup if I feel like I really want to drink tonight. Well, then I'll drink a exactly Red Bull. I'll drink a energy drink, put it on the ice, put it in a cup, and I'm okay. And I can sit there and drink it, and y'all can think I'm drinking or not, but I'm not. Whatever. But like I said, and people are like, "You just stop cold turkey," and go, "Yep, I'm like that. I don't have to drink. I just drink because I'm bored." And I figured it out. You know, it's not something that and alcohol is not going to fix your problems. The problems are still going to be there the next day. So if you're doing it, do it wisely. And I've learned this, and now I unfortunately, like, I've got to heal my body, and I'm working on
And
it.
you
And I
are.
am proud to, say I have lost 50 pounds since April. So
And you look amazing. It's showing. I'm serious. You look amazing. And I want you to stick to those goals. I want you to write them up big on your
yeah,
fridge, like your successes, and put them wherever. I mean, I just know I've had
yes,
my own up and down journey within weight over my whole life. I've been extremely thin to very not
right,
and very in between. And, be proud of all those things that you are doing, because you are evolving as a woman, as a beautiful soul, and as a live streamer, as a top badge live streamer on the Meet Me app. And
yes,
I'm proud of you. And I'm grateful
thank
you're
you.
sharing, time and space with us tonight on the show as a featured guest. And you're
Wow, Crocodile,
sharing
that's
some
awesome.
vulnerable things. I know
Yes.
that's 70. So these are huge successes. Anyone else in the chat, if you guys are celebrating healthful living successes, please share them, because as much as people can identify with non-healthy tips or mean energy, they can also identify with something uplifting and encouraging. And it's actually way more impactful for the world if we do the positives, right? So I love that.
Right, exactly.
When are you going live again? And how can we support you and connect with you here? Obviously, we can hit the rectangle on Top Badge Kitchen right now, y'all. Favorite her. Please shower her with gifts. I mean, don't hold back. She is a phenomenal human. And I say that, that's probably not a big enough, amazing word for you as just who you are and what you mean to so many of us here on the platform, really. And I'm not going to get into personal stories right now. That'll be another day about things that we've shared, all of us as strangers, good things, not bad, but there's a lot to it, right? It's a 24/7 experience. So when are you going live, and how else can we follow, connect with you and support you in your endeavors?
I go live most nights, anywhere from 10:30 to midnight, and I am live for anywhere for 3 to 7 to sometimes 12 hours. It just depends on how I'm feeling, because I do have back problems. I do have back issues, and that's another reason also of losing the weight, to make my knees and my back better as well. But I stream mostly in the morning, early hours. Sometimes I have been known to go live like in the afternoon, and people are like, I'm like, yes, I'm live. But
You're like,
I get a little lost. They're like, are you going to go live later too? I'm like, yes, I'm going to go live later. But no, most of the time it's in the mornings, like, midnight on. And I don't know what else you want to know.
I want to, there's so many things. But
ask. I'm an open book, or I'm going to try to be.
Okay. So let me do a time check. Okay. We're out of featured tab. I believe y'all, you can check it for us just to make sure, because then we can just kind of open up the F-bombs and things like that. And I want to shout out number one gifter, Kane. He's the number one gifter at the 8:00 hour. Joe, hello. And Top Badge Kitchen in the building right now. Y'all hit her with that fave and connect her. We still have 4 minutes, or we're out of featured.
Yeah, it's 7:02 on mine. I don't know.
Okay. So, all right. Well, just checking. Okay. So, is Emoji J still here? Because he'll do our outro. And then what I want to do, I don't know if he's still, he might be, it's busy. Saturday nights are busy on the app. Okay. I started, Kane. Wow, Kane. Put me on blast in my own show. Hello. Actually, as a featured show host, we get a 5-minute grace, and I have yet, knock on wood, to miss it. So there you go. Yeah. So I always start right before, it's real life, mom life, stream life, creative life. It's a lot of things. Okay. Right. So let's talk about, let me ask you a question. Hold on. Let's see. There is Emoji J. Would you share the box with us while we do the outro? Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Or do you want to come right back in?
I'm fine. Either way, you tell me.
Okay. Emoji J, I'm going to let you in. I'm going to mute you really quick, and I'm going to mute myself, my dear. And this is our outro, you all. It is 8:00 Eastern. This is the Living and Loving Show. This is amazing kitchen. We had Crocodile Blondie. I would welcome you back in, Crocodile Blondie, if you'd like to come back in. And let's add, I did it right.
I'm put up with changes. Don't pick me up, cause I just wanna see the light. I wanna be weightless. Teach me to fly, I won't be coming down. Could somebody wake me up? I don't wanna hear the world pass me by. Yeah. I just see her face wherever I look, she's standing in the crowd. Let go, I don't want to, but I'm gonna try. Once you left me so sick of waiting and getting too restless to be in this dusty town. I've heard of this place where people forget and you get another try. So come open up my door. I don't wanna be here and let the world pass me by. I won't see face wherever I look, I'm blinded by the light. Sorry, I don't want to, but I'm gonna try. When she left me, yeah, died a little bit inside. You know, maybe things are gonna be alright. 'Cause I just wanna see the light.
Thank you, Emoji J. Okay, let me move that. I have all these lights. You can relate, you're a streamer. Crocodile Blondie, I don't know if you're here, if you want to come in for like a little after show thing really quick.